Welcome to my Yoga Help series. So what we're going to talk about today is the psoas muscle, which is a muscle that starts at the low back and wraps around to the front of the hip, the top of the thigh bone. And this is one of our muscles of fight flight. So having it contracted all day starts to increase stress in the body. And before the advent of the chair, we weren't in this constant state of this muscle being contracted here. We're going to start in a very low, tight crescent lunge. So not this big expansive space, but back where this is my left hip is stacked directly over the left knee. And you'll hold on to your outer hips and then take your thumbs and start to rotate the back of your pelvis down so glute flesh is all moving down. You might have heard a teacher say, tuck your tailbone, same thing. And then when you start to rotate the back of the pelvis down, press the back foot down and you'll amp up this opening. And then a little minor lunge forward. You can't go far because you're rotating the front of the pelvis up, pulling lower belly in. And then reach. This is my left arm, the same as the back leg, arm up to the ceiling, and I can hold on to my right hip or just let the right hand rest on the thigh and start to side fold. I'm actually pressing my left back toenails down, and as I side fold, I'm getting not just a stretch through the front body, but also from the back, wrapping around through the front of my left hip. So it's a full psoas stretch. And then come down to the mat, bringing your hands lower, and take your back knee back further. So now I'm in a really low lunge. And from this place, I'm going to just let my hips get heavy towards the floor. Make sure that your right knee is not jutting too far over your front ankle. And then keeping my hips low, I'm going to curl the back toes under and then just start to lift the knee, maybe an inch. This might be a wow, yoga yowza moment, I call them. Or, depending on your flexibility, you'll start to straighten the leg, keep reaching back through the heel, and again hitting this muscle, the psoas. And you'll just breathe here. And then the back knee will come down to the floor. You can press back into your tabletop, come up to your knees, and then let's take the left leg forward. So stepping the left foot forward, now my right hip is directly over the knee. I'll hold on to the hips and start to smooth glute flesh down, tailbone down. So I feel this lifting of the front of the pelvis up, opening up this juncture of top of right thigh bone, the back leg, and the pelvis. And then with the tailbone down and the belly drawing back, then just a little minor lunge forward. And then remember that real press of the back foot down, and it amps up this opening. And then I'll take my right arm up and over. So I'm getting side body, opening up the right side of the ribs. And I'm getting this opening to the front of the right hip. And then as I squeeze the back glute, I'm also bringing some strength into the posture. And then hands down to the mat. I'll shimmy my right knee, my back knee back, and get really low. I'll keep my hips down and then lift my back knee just an inch. Notice how much of a stretch that is for you. And then in time, start to straighten the back leg. You can feel some contraction of the back glute and almost a rubber band effect, as if my left knee's moving forward and right knee's moving back. And then release down, press back into your tabletop, and you can feel just the sensation through the whole front of the pelvis. So give it a try. Let me know how you feel. And until next time, namaste.